Yeah, good morning to all of you, and we're getting near the end of homecoming week, so we'll have to start off with the Go Lobos there. I'm John Brown. I'm the president of the Alumni Association, and on behalf of our more than 180,000 members, there's 180,000 of us out there. I want to welcome you today to the All University Breakfast, which is a tradition that the Alumni Association has been doing now for a while, and it's a terrific kind of almost capstone event for homecoming week. In this breakfast, which is becoming a tradition, we get an opportunity to recognize, use homecoming week and this breakfast as an opportunity to recognize really very important and very significant alumni of the University of New Mexico. And we get an opportunity to introduce some really special alumni of the university. And that's really what this breakfast is all about today. I know that many of you have been able to participate in some of the events this week, and we're looking forward to seeing you at the tailgate party and then at the game later on against Liberty. Before we get started with the program, I'd like to take a moment and recognize a number of guests we have here, special guests that are joining us today. We of course have President Garnet Stokes and her husband, Dr. Jeffrey Youngren. We have Dean of the Anderson School, Craig White. Dean of the College of Fine Arts, Kim Pinder. Is she here? Okay. All right. Vice President of Alumni Relations, Dana Allen. And then we have a number of the board of directors of the Alumni Association here, and if you could just stand up and be recognized, because there we go. We also have a couple past presidents of the Alumni Association. I saw some of you sneak in, George and Brian for sure. I don't know who else, but we would also like to recognize the 2018 University of New Mexico Homecoming Court. Would you all please stand? And we have a few members of our Heritage Club, and the Heritage Club represents alumni who've been alumni for 50 or more years. And so that's kind of a special distinction. If they could please stand. I thought we had a couple. Oh, well, okay. There we go. And I really have to do a special thanks to the Office of Alumni Relations and the staff that who are part of that office. They work tirelessly to make things like this come off, and all of the events, dozens of the events that have happened here at homecoming this week, literally around the clock. I think they all went off without a hitch and all beautifully, and that's because of the incredible work of the Alumni Relations Office staff. And if you all could just stand up a minute so we could recognize you. Okay, and to kind of as our keynote, I've got the high distinction and great pleasure to introduce to you UNM's 23rd president, Dr. Garnet Stokes. President Stokes joined us March 1, and almost immediately out of the box and consistently since then, she's shown just incredible leadership and an incredible leadership style that I've actually learned a lot from, which is to listen first and think first before you speak. And that style and that practice has served her incredibly. She's had some just brutally difficult decisions to make, which she's done deliberately with great leadership, but with great thought and taking into account really all of the issues. And so, ladies and gentlemen, please let me introduce to you Dr. Stokes.
Thank you, John. Wow, what a beautiful morning here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, don't you think? And we're celebrating our 94th homecoming, so absolutely delighted to be here this morning. So this event, and of course, you know, the great thing about being a new president is almost everything I do, I am doing for the first time. And so I haven't been to this event before, but I am thrilled to know what this event is all about. And it recognizes the accomplishments of New Mexico resident alumni through the presentation of Zia, Lobo, and Inspirational Young Alumnus Awards. And I will say that each of these awards represent our mantra, which is each of us defines all of us. And I want to extend my congratulations to each and every one of our award winners this morning. Your accomplishments as alumni are a stellar reflection upon the University of New Mexico, and they serve as true inspiration for our current students and our students of the future. I read through the information about each of the awardees, and I have to say, I'm struck by the common theme through each of them, it's the impact not only on our students, but on the community and the state. So each of you has done remarkable things in various venues to serve the institution and the state of New Mexico. I have shared publicly many times my belief that as the flagship public research university, we are not simply the University of New Mexico, we are the university for New Mexico. And as evidenced by their commitment to our campus and the greater community, each of these award winners are certainly a reflection of that very idea that UNM belongs to the state, and we are here to serve the state. So it is our honor to bestow these awards upon you today. Thank you for your service and dedication to UNM and to our entire state. It's my hope that today marks not only a time of celebration, but also a rededication to what it means to be an alumnus at UNM, to renew your support to UNM and your commitment to our state, our alumni, staff, faculty, and students and supporters. I want to join John in thanking Dana Allen and her staff at the Office of Alumni for planning this wonderful breakfast and for planning all of the homecoming events this week. I haven't been able to keep up with all of them, but I hope to see you at the tailgates, at the game, and let me say this, let's go Lobos. Thank you.
Okay, before we get started with our program, you are going to have a real treat because we have a very special surprise for you. You know, one of the things that I've learned in being involved with the Alumni Association is, well, I call them the nuggets, all these little nuggets that are in different parts and places of the university that are just absolutely fantastic. And one of those is Something Major, which is probably the most amazing a cappella group that I've ever heard. And they're going to give you a real treat now with a concert.
love, it's time that I realize there are some that know I'm people alone. Could it be me pretending that they're not alone? Oh, will deep inside somebody's broken heart and washed up dreams? They follow the pattern of the wind you see. They got no place to be. That's why I'm starting with me. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Oh yeah. I'm asking God change his ways. Gonna change. And no God been any clearer. God wanna make the world a better place. God look at yourself and then make the change. I'm starting the man in the mirror. Oh yeah. God change his ways, gonna change. God been any clearer. God, if you wanna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make that change. I'm starting the man in the mirror. Oh yeah. I'm asking him to change his ways, gonna change. No message gonna be any clearer. If you wanna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. Change his ways, change. No message been any clearer. If you wanna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. You gotta get it right while you got the time. When you close your eyes, when you close your mind. The man in the mirror. Oh yeah. God change his ways, change. No message been any clearer. If you wanna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. Na, 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 na. Oh, yeah. Na, 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 na.
I'm not gonna cry.
Wow, if that doesn't put a smile on your face, nothing will. How great is that? Okay, so you're going to be served breakfast, and please enjoy it while we do the main show, which is to announce and present awards to our awardees. And our first award presentation today recognizes an alumnus who's achieved considerable success early in their career after getting out of UNM. We call it the Young Alumnus, the Inspirational Young Alumnus Award. And when I introduce the awardee, you'll see where that comes from. And it's given to an individual who've made their mark in early on in their career and who serve as role models for other alumni and also importantly for students. And so this year's Inspirational Young Alumnus Award is going to Jesse Sprague, who is he's an unbelievable individual. Jesse, could you join me up here? Thank you. So Jesse's a 2013 graduate of UNM, and his work is centered on Earth and spatial data, and he's specifically interested in geomorphology, which he can tell you what that is, and remote sensing. Christopher Lippett who is the associate professor in the Department of Geography and Environmental Studies, recognized Jesse early on as a star when he first taught him an undergraduate course. He now predicts that Jesse will be leading New Mexico and the country in new geospatial technologies, and considers Jesse the top student he's ever encountered in terms of his potential to contribute to the state, the country, and his profession. And this is a quote from Dr. Lippitt. His work is at the intersection of computer science and geospatial information science, coupled with entrepreneurial success and care for UNM and New Mexico at large. It's a rare combination that I believe represents the very best of what UNM hopes for from its students. While completing his Master's of Science degree, Jesse founded a company, Ibix Aegis, and I just want to note that this company that Jesse founded was a winner of the UNM Business Plan competition 2 years ago, which is a pretty amazing thing. And I didn't know Jesse was going to be an award winner. He and I have done business together, and his technology and the capabilities of his company are really world-changing and kind of way out there at the cutting edge of what he does. Ibix Aegis is a geospatial intelligence software delivery time firm that delivers time-sensitive information from remotely sensed data, among other things. Jesse's an Eagle Scout. He's a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and he enjoys climbing mountains in his spare time. So in recognition of his outstanding achievements early in his career and showing others that success is not always defined by age, I'm pleased to present Jesse with the 2018 Inspirational Young Alumnus Award. Jesse, could you say a few words?
Thank you. Thank you very much, John. Can you guys hear me all right? Do I have to stand close? There we go. Okay, better? Oh, okay. Thank you very much, John. I appreciate it. I've been really fortunate to have a lot of really great mentors here in New Mexico, primarily Albuquerque. I did spend a little bit of time at a different New Mexico university, which I don't really know who they are. But by and large, Albuquerque's been really good to me and to my family, and I've been fortunate to learn from a lot of really great people. John being one of those, as he was an advisor and a judge in that initial kind of business plan competition that started us down this path. So Chris, the professor who nominated me, isn't here. I definitely wanted to express my gratitude to him for thinking of me for this position, and also to my family who is here, my wife Victoria, my parents, and my brother and sister. Thank you very much for everything over the past several years, and to the UNM Alumni Association in general. I look forward to being a part of this for many years to come. Thank you very much, everybody.
Okay, that's always fun to do, and as I said, I've known Jesse in different venues, and there's no more better deserving person than him. And so when we at the Alumni Association, we get a lot of our business done through committees of the board, and one of the most important committees there is our awards committee, and that is chaired by Judge Joe Baca, who's going to come up and start the awards presentations right now. Thank you.
Thank you, John. I'm pleased to present this morning, the Lober Award. This is given annually to an alumnus who has given outstanding personal service to the university and whose career achievements reflect positively on UNM. This year's Lober Award winner is Joyce Szabo. Dr. Szabo, if you'll approach the podium, please. Let me tell you a little bit about her. Joyce M. Szabo, a Regents Professor of Art History, joined the faculty of UNM's Department of Art and Art History in 1989. She specializes in Native American art and museum studies, and her area of particular focus are Plains drawings and paintings from the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Dr. Szabo was curator of art and curator of American art at the Chrysler Museum in Norfolk, Virginia, before joining and teaching in 1988. In addition to her faculty position in the department, she has published widely and was also an interim curator of the University Art Museum at UNM. Dr. Szabo was the William M. Morton Distinguished Fellow of Native American Studies at Dartmouth College in the fall of 2010, and the Gordon W. Russell Visiting Professor of Native American Studies also at Dartmouth during the summer of 2013. Her dedication to sharing her experiences and passion led her to guide countless master's and doctoral students to success in achieving their degrees. The Dean of the College of Fine Arts noted that over her 28 years, Joyce has given us much of UNM as a colleague and a teacher. In recognition for her dedication and contributions to the university and the devotion to teaching and mentorship to others, I am pleased to present this year's Lobo Award to Dr. Joyce Szabo. Dr. Szabo.
Thank you so much. Can you hear me? Yes. Okay. I am just thrilled with this award, not only because I graduated from UNM with my PhD in '83, but also because I was privileged to teach here for 28 years. And I'm thrilled this morning that my dissertation chair, Dr. J.J. Brody, could be here. He's over here with his with his wife, Jean. And I said this once before at a party for Jerry. Thank you for retiring, Jerry, because when you retired, I got my job at UNM. And I thank Dean Kim Pinder for nominating me for this award. I know she did. Sadly, she's leaving the university to take a great job in Boston at the end of this semester, and I'll miss you very much. I also invited two people from the University Art Museum because I worked there, and I'm very fond of both Arif Khan, the director, and Stephen Lockwood, the collections manager, and Christine Purrington, who is with our development office, and Justine Andrews. Dr. Andrews is an art historian in our department who's now chair, and Mary Songus, who survived being chair, so you can survive. But thank you so much for this award. UNM has been so much a part of my life, and it will continue to be. Thank you.
We're going to call a little recess now. I'm used to doing that. And we'll allow you to enjoy your breakfast, and then after a few minutes, we'll resume and present some additional awards. So good morning to everybody, and enjoy your breakfast.
The Alumni Association's Z Award honors New Mexico's residents with a UNM degree who have distinguished themselves in any one or more of the following categories: philanthropic endeavors, public office, service to the university, community and volunteer activities, and/or business professional fields or educational fields. I am pleased today to present our first Z Award to Mr. Kenneth Sapon. Kenneth, would you join me on the stage? Kenneth B. Sapon originally trained as a pharmacist, but the family insurance business drew him in. Ken has worked at Champion Agency since 1979. He is now the president and the president of the firm that provides clients with life, disability, and long-term care insurance and annuities. He is an active supporter of UNM and a serious fan of Lobo basketball. In 2008, Ken was recruited to join the UNM Anderson School of Management Foundation Board, which he served on until 2014. When I joined the Anderson Foundation Board, it was so that I could help grow the number of entrepreneurs that come out of UNM. I want to inspire risk takers because we need more outside-of-the-box thinkers to grow our business environment, he said. He also has a dedication to growing the workforce of New Mexico and values the unique role UNM plays in that endeavor. He and his wife, Ann, who is also a Lobo, are members of the UNM Foundation's President's Club. Their community support also includes a commitment to the United Way, and both are very passionate about giving back to the university and the community that did so much for them. In recognition of his dedication to the support of the future entrepreneurship and UNM as a leading driver of business in the community, we present Kenneth with the first of our 2018 Zia Awards.
Thank you for this tremendous honor. To be honest, I was a bit surprised when I got the call, because those of you who know me well know that I've been a bit outspoken about our beloved University of New Mexico lately, but those of you who know me also know that I love New Mexico and UNM very much. My outspokenness comes because I know how great UNM could be. I know because as a student I had excellent professors who challenged me to think analytically and proactively. I especially remember Dr. Fiedler, who not only taught me ethics and mentored me, but also because he became a good friend. Because of the start that I got at UNM, I was not afraid to take risks, to challenge myself, and to build a thriving business. I know how effective UNM can be in teaching young men and women to become dynamic contributors to our community, our workforce, and our economy. I am outspoken about our beloved UNM because I want to see today's students benefit from their UNM education as I did. It is true that I'm particularly passionate about promoting young entrepreneurs and risk takers because the economic future of New Mexico absolutely depends on them. The innovative ABQ project is a great start in helping develop an entrepreneurial mindset. But I think we need to go even further and encourage all students from finance to fine arts to learn to be entrepreneurs and risk takers and to live a creative, enriching, and prosperous life. I'm going to continue to speak up to participate in helping make UNM even stronger and to shout out myself hoarse supporting our Lobos. Thank you for this great honor. It means a lot to be recognized with the Z Award. Go Lobos. Thank you.
Please help me in welcoming Sarah Cochin to the stage.
Well, it's just my delight and honor to be able to introduce our next Zia Award winner. That is Dr. Carolyn Montoya. Would you please join me? Dr. Montoya has held many titles at UNM College of Nursing since 1991, including professor, director of the Family and Pediatric Nurse Practitioner Programs, chair of the practice team, associate dean, and interim dean from August 2017 to August 2018. In 1993, as president of the New Mexico Nurse Practitioner Council, she worked to achieve full prescriptive authority and independent practice for nurse practitioners in New Mexico, which was no small feat. She served as president for 2 national associations, the American College of Nurse Practitioners and the National Association of Pediatric Nurse Practitioners. She received a 2-year U.S. Health Resources Services Administration workforce grant of just under $1 million in 2017 to develop academic practice partnerships to prepare primary care advanced practice RNs to practice in our rural and underserved communities. Dr. Montoya was inducted as a fellow to the American Association of Nurse Practitioners in 2014 and also the American Academy of Nurses in 2016. Dr. Montoya is passionate about creating the next generation of caring and thoughtful healthcare practitioners who will serve our state. A tireless advocate for children's care and attending to the needs of those in rural areas, we are pleased to recognize her with the 2018 Zia Award.
Buenos días, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien. I want to thank, first of all, the 2 people that sponsored me, Jeffrey Dubinsky Nielsen and Marlena Burnell. I was very surprised and very humbled by their nomination, so my deepest thanks to the 2 of you. And all of my colleagues that are in the audience, because as someone else said earlier, you never do this by yourself. It is the support that you have from your colleagues, and in my case, most importantly, from my family, my husband, Victor, and my 3 sons who are not able to be here. So I am extremely grateful. I am a native New Mexican, and as the previous speaker said, I am extremely committed to the success of the students at the University of New Mexico. And if you've been to Costco lately, Costco already has Christmas up. So I thought I'd give you a Christmas analogy, even though we're not even yet in October. For those of you who have seen It's a Wonderful Life, that is just a terrific, well-known movie that's very old. If you're young, you've probably never seen it. But it's a good Christmas movie. Every year we watch it. And one of the most poignant scenes to me is where George Bailey talks. He's talking about his life. You know, he's down on his luck. But he always says that it's always about the town that they live in. And why don't we do more for the town that we live in? We don't want our young people leaving for the town that we have. And that is my message, and that is my commitment, and that is my passion. I am for New Mexico. I am for the fact that we have the best university possible, and this is where our young people are, and this is where we hope we can encourage them to stay by doing those innovative things and promoting ourselves and taking care of the people that are the part of this state. Again, thank you very much.
I'd now like to welcome George Freiberg to the stage.
Welcome, everyone. It's a pleasure to be able to introduce to you the next Zia Award recipient, Dr. Robert Melendez. Rob, would you join me up here where we are? There he is. Do you like the bow tie? I like the bow tie. Yep. It's nice. Thank you. Robert is a ophthalmologist and partner at Eye Associates of New Mexico. He's been there since 2004, and he's a cataract surgeon, both in Albuquerque and Rio Rancho. He also serves as a clinical assistant professor at the University Health Sciences Center. He has also completed a term as the UNM School of Medicine Alumni Association president. Rob has his medical degree from University of New Mexico. He received it in 2000. And he completed his ophthalmology residency training at the University of Texas Health Sciences Center in San Antonio, where he served as chief resident. Robert also, or Rob as he likes to be called, helped start the Juliet R.P. Vision Foundation in honor of his mother, who was diagnosed with retinitis pigmentosa. The foundation raises funds for research grants and scholarships to help visually impaired college students, which is a great, great endeavor. He's always one, I think, to think outside the box for future generations, and he's helped create a legacy that they can build on. He's noted this as a quote from him: "One of my passions is mentorship. I think it's critically important for us to engage with students. The odds of them coming back to our state will improve significantly." And it's for his wonderful service and leadership of healthcare professionals and his dedication to charitable causes that we're very, very happy to present to Dr. Robert Melendez the 2018 Z Award. Do you want to?
Sure.
We're going to play like the Academy Awards, so I'm going to give him this, and he can hold it.
I'd like to thank the Academy. Thank you, George. Thank you very much, George, and thank you to the Alumni Association, to the selection committee. It's really an honor, and I'm just so grateful for my many mentors who have spent so much time mentoring me. Just by a show of hands, who's a student in here? Just raise your hands. Okay, great. Raise your hands if you're young. I see a few young people here. Okay, great, fantastic. It's critically important to find a great mentor. And once you've found that mentor, I'm going to encourage you to also mentor someone else to make our world better. And that's what my mentors have done for me over many, many years. I'd also like to just acknowledge our awardees as well, and congratulate you and your families. Without our families, we're nothing, and I want to recognize my family that's here this morning. My beautiful wife, Lucille, who's actually going back to school. She already has a graduate degree, but she's at UNM right now going back to get a master's in education. My son, Josh, graduated last year from UNM, and his beautiful wife, Melissa, and our two grandkids, Josiah and Grace, and my son-in-law, David Boyce, and my daughter, Carissa Boyce now. Carissa graduated from UNM last year, so it's a true honor, and I appreciate you guys and all your love and support. Our family started a foundation in honor of my mom, who went blind when I was a young boy, and that's what inspired me to really give back and to become an eye surgeon. And our family celebrated our 10th year anniversary of our foundation this year, where we give out scholarships to visually impaired college students as well as research grants. We've given out 2 research grants to the Johns Hopkins University as well as the University of Washington. Those were universities doing research on retinitis pigmentosa. So I just want to thank you to the Alumni Association, and don't forget to give back to our community and find someone to mentor and bring them forward as well. Thank you so much.
Well, we got a little out of sync, so it's not unusual that this happens from time to time at an event like this. So I'm going to put the judge on the spot, but I think here's the new change, so I'm not aware of the change. But here she is, in the flesh.
Thanks, George.
You're welcome.
Oh, we're good.
This is Alexis Tappan, and I have no clue what the next step is here, but we're good.
I think we're on track. Well, good morning, everyone. I'm going to present our final Z Award for the morning to Dr. Kenneth Armijo. Dr. Armijo, can you make your way upstage? Dr. Kenneth Armijo is a senior member of technical staff at Sandia National Laboratories, and he's a problem solver. His research is focused on concentrating solar thermal energy technologies, photovoltaics, distributed energy technologies, and economic development. Using engineering to push forward innovation in alternative energy and sustainability is an extension of Armijo's childhood in Sabinal, New Mexico, where he learned to solve problems on the family chili farm. Recently interviewed for PBS to answer the question, "Why did I become a scientist?" Kenneth noted that even as a young child, he always wanted to know how things worked. And this is advice he gave future generations on why they, too, should develop an inquisitive nature. Armijo graduated cum laude in 2005 with a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering and a minor in mathematics from UNM, and then went on to earn a master's degree and a PhD in mechanical engineering from the University of California, Berkeley, with business credentials from the Berkeley Haas School of Business. He and his research have been featured on CNN, Discovery Magazine, and PBS, among others, where he's also the recipient of numerous awards and honors, including the 2017 Principal Investigator Award from the New Mexico Small Business Assistantship for an automated PV container racking system. In 2016, he was honored as a New Mexico 40 Under 40 recipient, and in 2017, with the Distinguished Alumni Award from the UNM School of Engineering. And when you don't find Kenneth on the family farm or in the lab, he can be spotted around the area playing the trumpet at a variety, the trumpet or the drums at a variety of local venues. For his tireless pursuit of learning and his success in turning exploration into outcomes, I am pleased to bestow upon Dr. Armijo the 2018 Zia Award. Congratulations. Yeah, absolutely. You can come. Perfect. I'll help.
Good morning, everyone. You all can hear me? All right. So this is a big honor, and I'm deeply humbled. My family's been a part of UNM for generations, and I'd say that this is one of the best awards I've ever, and places to get an award I've ever been with. My grandmother's siblings worked at UNM in the sub. My parents met at UNM and also taught at UNM. And it's been a very special place for me. I used to play in the marching band and the basketball sound pack when I was here, and one of the things we always said was, everyone's a Lobo. And to me, that actually means a lot. UNM has an impressive diversity, a diversity of people, a diversity of thinking. We have many different fields that work together. In a similar respect, our state has so much potential. I do solar energy. Solar energy, actually, New Mexico is one of the highest potential locations for solar energy in the nation, and if not the world. At the same time, our people in New Mexico have the highest potential for doing so many great things because of all the resources and an institution like UNM. There was a movie recently, A Wrinkle in Time. I don't know if any of you have ever seen that movie. But there was a quote in there that said, a lot of beautiful things had to happen for us to exist. In a similar respect, a lot of beautiful people had to do things for us to be where we're at today. For that, I'd like to acknowledge my family, my parents, Ken and Rosa, my grandmother, Sylvia, Armijo, buddy Josh, my partner and beautiful partner, Danette, and our parents who were able to make it. Thank you very much for being here. And I'd just like to also acknowledge the fact that teachers are the reason I'm here. I am a born New Mexican from Sabinal, New Mexico. People don't even know that place exists sometimes. And the cool thing is that growing up there, you always had like this idea of the big city, Albuquerque. And what's really remarkable is that UNM was able to take a farm boy like me and be able to do things like be one of the last engineers for NASA's space shuttle program, or the only Latino to get a PhD from Berkeley when I graduated. Those things were fostered by the faculty and staff of UNM to motivate me. And for that, I am always eternally grateful. So again, thank you all very much, and go Lobos.
So before we wrap up, I have to do a paid political announcement. No, seriously, one of the things that the Alumni Association sponsors is a thing called Lobos for Legislation, and they advocate for UNM and everything with our political class. But there's something coming up in this this year's election that is really, really important to UNM, and that is down at I think it's at the very bottom of the ballot, is GO Bond D, and that's this bond issue that, that's those things you never read in the voting booth, but it's really important to UNM that bond issue passes. It doesn't raise your taxes or anything like that, but it will provide UNM with a significant chunk of money for some major projects, as well as other universities around the state. So that's the paid political announcement. But just to wrap things up here, first off, I'd like to ask, after the thing's concluded, that all of the award winners meet us over here. We need to take some pictures, so don't sneak away before we can get some more photos of you. But to wrap up, this has been an awesome experience. The award winners are just spectacular. They're really representative of UNM and Lobos and everything that you can accomplish through, with, and by, and for UNM, and we're grateful to be able to have the opportunity to present these awards. I'm always humbled when I see the quality and the diversity of talent that comes out of the university. So I just want to thank everybody here for coming, and I want to congratulate all of the award recipients one more time. But before we go, we get another treat, I believe, from something major. And this is going to be a real test for you, because they're going to sing the alma mater, and we'll see. Let's just see if you remember it. So.
New Mexico, New Mexico, we sing to honor thee. This golden haze of college days will live in memory. The praise we sing will ever with truth and loyalty. New Mexico, your fame we know will last eternally.
You guys were lovely.